laced up.
Let's go!
It's time for Banter with the boys.
What it is, old Brizzles. This is Gridiron Updates, Tent Talk, right here on Banter with the Boys. We got Smelty, Roberto, Justin, and Jake here, as well as Kev behind the camera getting everything done, as always. What? Anyway, let's start with our injuries right out of the gate. Bo Nix, his ankle is broke. He's done for the season.
Are you sure that's real?
Yep. Sorry, Broncos fan. It is real.
Sucks.
It doesn't get any better for the Broncos as receivers. Pat Bryant has a concussion, and Troy Franklin is suffering a little bit from a hamstring. So it just shuffles the receiver rotation around a little bit.
Is that like Bryant's second or third concussion this year? He seems to
It's
have
definitely
been
at least a
concussion-prone,
second. Yeah.
or injury prone.
Not ideal. You know who else is injury prone? J.K. Dobbins, and he could be returning for Denver
That's
this week.
exciting news.
So you may lose Bo Nix, but you could get J.K. Dobbins back. Yes, you'd probably rather have Bo Nix, but just another option for Stidham. You know, another little vote of confidence that you could probably hand it off to that guy, or at least get it in his hands. Mm-hmm. He's a playmaker. Zach Charbonnet, we did mention it in our previous episode, but he has torn his ACL and is done for this playoff push.
That's brutal.
And probably you would think maybe the start of next season, potentially, but TBD.
Yeah, initial reports were that it would be the entirety of 2026. And I was like, that seems like a bit much with how quickly players have been coming back from those. And
October, November,
he'd be like,
back.
probably see him in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I don't think the whole season,
Right.
but yeah, it'd be wild. I wonder if the Seattle will pick up a different running back than to sit behind Walker all year. Interesting. Or if they just roll with who they have already. Carlton Davis also has a head injury currently. That's a whole TBD situation. So curious to see if he's able to return for this weekend or not. Those were the bigger injury news that I've seen. Did you guys see anything else that I've missed for this weekend?
No.
Okay. Plenty of news, especially in the coaching department. Literally, I don't know if it was hours after we dropped our episode last week or the day after, whatever. Harbaugh signed with the Giants.
Yep.
How do we feel about that? I mean, it's a decent situation, right? Everybody throws Scadaboo in there and he's all right, but just pump the brakes a little.
Yeah, why does everyone think
dark.
he's the savior of the world for them?
I know. I don't understand that.
I think he's just a culture
exciting,
guy, right? I
Yeah.
think that's what it is.
I get that.
I think that's why
High
people get
energy
so hyped.
guy.
He is 100%, but let's call him the F down.
No, if I'm Harbaugh, I am almost I'm excited because the Giants, big brand, like he said, all of this. Little disappointed now seeing what happened with the Bills and having an opportunity to coach Josh Allen and that squad.
Right. I've wondered
wonder-
about that
yeah.
the other coaches we'll mention here in a minute too, because it is curious as to now that the Bills' job is over. It's like, damn.
Yeah, you have
That
eight still
instantly
open.
is the best job available, right? Above
Absolutely.
the Ravens and the Steelers.
Yeah. I was just thinking, head coaches are going to regretting their decisions right now. It's like, oh, man.
Signing so early.
Yeah, if I waited another week.
What about ownership regretting their decision?
They fired the wrong guy in Buffalo.
Especially when your coach, the guy you fired, is the first guy signed with less than a week.
Did you
Yeah.
see?
I mean, that's got to hurt a little, right?
No.
It just ran its course.
Yeah, and that's what
Needs something new
Bisciotti
and
said.
shiny.
He's like, yeah, it ran its course. So
What were you going to say there, Coach?
Well, it's about McDermott. We'll get to it. Another coach, Stefanski, signs with Atlanta.
Atlanta.
That was an early, interesting signing to me too.
It's a
for
great
Atlanta,
signing for them, I think.
I don't hate the mix. I don't hate the pairing, but it just the word on the street is because Stefanski and Matt Ryan are buddy, so it was just a quick, easy. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
I mean, that's how the world spins a lot of times.
yeah,
Right on.
yeah, it's not
Yeah,
what
for
you
sure.
know, it's who you know.
100%.
The best thing about the situation is Baker Mayfield coming out and saying he can't wait to see Stefanski twice a year.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
Do you think they actually had bad blood?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I feel like he has bad blood with everyone part of a few of these
If-
organizations that
yeah.
get him dirty.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Yeah, he probably if he has bad blood with the entire Browns organization.
Yep, them and the Panthers. That's his like, and the Jets through some of these other connections. I think it's just a few of these
Burnt
coaches.
bridges.
Yeah, burnt bridges, and he holds grudges, which
I like
I
it.
love.
I
I love
like
the
it.
chip on his shoulder.
I think Stefanski should feel good about this, like actually having pretty, like you have a quarterback now, or two.
And weapons.
I mean, you got to kind of have to figure that out. You've got a quarterback controversy, but at least you have competent quarterbacks versus I have no idea what I've got at this
It
point.
was a mess over there.
True,
Yeah.
true. Like it's definitely a better situation than Cleveland, I'd say.
But he is also probably kicking himself where it's like, well,
Could have at least interviewed for the Bills.
could be interviewing for the Bills job and coaching
Yeah.
Josh Allen. I think that's the big white whale right now that everybody wants.
Big white.
I'm
whale.
interested in Josh Allen's a nice piece to it, but what's the rest of the team in the salary cap look like?
So
and
that's
they're old.
that's
so
the thing.
there's a bunch of retooling.
And that's
Yeah.
the thing I wanted to bring up about McDermott. I guess him and the GM and the owner, or whatever, had a meeting recently, and McDermott allegedly voiced his opinion, saying that there just wasn't enough talent on the team surrounding Josh Allen, and they did not agree with him. So I don't know if that has now stumbled into this situation where they're just like, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, no matter what, he's gone type of deal, or I don't know when that conversation happened. Very limited source on that, but.
Sources.
It's so difficult to see Josh Allen not being with the Bills, but you're going to start to get in that territory if they don't figure some things out here in the next couple of years. I don't know where he's at on his.
I mean,
contract,
if
but
there's more Lamar Jackson rumors right now than
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
in recent years, then eventually that's going to be Josh Allen too. At that, to your point, 100%. And we'll touch on the Lamar Jackson rumors here in a bit. Robert,
Yeah, buddy.
he went to the Titans.
Oh, congratulations!
You're welcome.
I will no longer be on the show because I don't need the income from this anymore.
You're getting income?
You're not?
yeah, I get you two confused pretty often.
Yeah.
And Sala?
Yeah.
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 Yeah. Let's see. The Dolphins hire Packers offensive coordinator Jeff Halfley
Defensive.
already. Defensive, sorry. Is he the one from Boston College?
Yeah, so he was the head coach at Boston College.
Only did 1 year with you guys,
two.
right? Oh, two.
He
Okay,
did two with Green Bay, and LaFleur in his most recent presser made it sound like he was fully anticipating that Halfley would get one of these. I think everyone assumed it was going to be this one because the Dolphins had just hired the Packers VP of player personnel to be their new GM. So new GM, Halfley, and now the rumor is
Who
Malik
you know
Willis.
now? We know. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it
Now
sounds
rumor
like
is
they
what?
might bring in Malik Willis at quarterback.
And you know what you got.
Oh, interesting.
So you know what you got. They both really like Willis. Don't blame him. I'm excited to see the dude get paid. I think he earned that this year in a few games.
Quick
Okay.
card market. Does Malik Willis's cards?
I'm holding on to a few of them. We'll see what happens.
Is it a buyer's market this offseason for Malik Willis? Heavy?
Absolutely.
Should I be
Alright.
looking for trades this Saturday?
you should.
All right.
Saturday.
Insider information on 10 talk.
Anyway,
Trixie's,
what were we talking about? All right,
Robert
football.
Saleh.
Yeah, solid. No, well, we already
No,
talked
we
about
moved on.
Saleh.
I don't know. If I'm Robert Saleh, I'm curious what he was thinking about agreeing to the Titans because the Titans
a question
organization
mark.
has been a little. I don't know if you want to kind of dysfunctional, unorganized, whatever. Like you don't.
Well, why
I
did
don't- I
Vrabel
don't-
leave, right?
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
talk
yeah,
about
he-
some of that.
He got canned.
He got canned.
Which is
He was
messed up.
fired. He was like, "Yeah, we're
That
going
one
a different
still blows
direction."
my mind.
And then
the
Saleh
Patriots,
experienced
kidding me?
the Jets organization crumminess. So why? What does he see in Tennessee that he's going to have a different experience or better results?
He sees something because
Broadway? Maybe he's into the country music.
Okay.
the reports coming out is that they impressed each other through his interview. So there's something he heard that made him think he should have confidence here.
Interesting.
I don't know. He's got Simmons in the middle, so that's a good corner piece for a defensive-minded coach. I'm on the defensive side, and then rolling the dice that Cam Ward is going to turn out to be something.
I mean, he showed flashes of being.
I'm definitely
towards the
rolling
end of the
Cam
season.
another season at least,
Yeah.
for sure.
For sure. And I feel like Tennessee's always kind of been okay to decent at defense, just looking at the course of history. And if there's anyone that can get the most out of who's there now and build, I think it's him. So there are pieces of it that make sense, but I agree it's an interesting decision for sure.
But would you really, I mean, stay at the 49ers another year, and with that young defense and expecting to like repeat the level of play they played and then lose a little bit, like when a NBA player or college player plays really good in the March Madness, and they better come out that year because that's the highest their stock is going to be.
Yeah.
Kind of, you know what I mean? Scenario.
Yeah, absolutely.
So like coming off a good year, maybe
For Robert?
yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
So
Can't hate that.
a little chip in a chair opportunity,
Yeah.
Because if they fail
And there's
next
a
year,
lot of
maybe
job
he's out.
opportunities
Then
this year.
and then he's out of the loop, and then he maybe never get back into that loop. So,
point.
I mean, I'd take a job if for any coach. I think that taking that head coach job would be.
Yeah, if that's your goal, it's tough to say, oh, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like if you can be responsible for turning a franchise around, that's
And you already have
huge.
the young first round draft pick quarterback to work with
True.
when you
Yeah.
get there.
And how long was he in the Jets? 5? No, 3.
No.
3 years.
3 years.
Shortly.
So he probably has that itch still. He didn't really get an opportunity to finish what he started. So
I'm excited for him.
Good for
Curious
him.
to see what comes of it. This one I'm a little disappointed about.
Tell me more.
Eric Bieniemy
What about him?
back to Kansas City. That sucks.
Is that official?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that sucks for the league. Just partnering back up with Patrick Mahomes again, but we'll see. It didn't go well. In Washington, I think is where he just was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, he was in Chicago. He was the running backs coach for the Bears.
Well,
No,
before
that's
that, before that, he was
Before
in
that,
Washington,
he
right?
was-
Yeah,
yes, he
short
was.
stint, but
Because he was a short list head coach opportunity for a
coming out
minute
of
there.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he made a lateral move. I think is what he did, just straight to Washington.
Yeah.
Isn't that what it was?
And then they did really bad for a while.
Was that Jaden's
That was before
first year
Jade.
or
That
before?
was-
No,
I think it was the year right before.
It was the year before.
Yeah. So not excited about that. Curious to see what comes of that. Former Arizona Cardinal offensive coordinator Drew Petzing makes a lateral move over to be the Lions' new offensive coordinator. Just fresh blood.
Does Arizona
there.
have a coach right now?
No.
So I mean, that's probably because Gannon's gone. So
Yeah.
Right.
They're all
that's
finding jobs.
Probably good.
Arizona is probably, and that's what I was just going to touch on actually. So Bills, Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals are still looking for a head coach currently. Obviously, Bills are fresh to the list, but I would imagine out of those teams, I mean, the Cardinals might be last. Maybe the Raiders, but like as far as like destinations, if you're a head coaching candidate right now,
Yeah.
how do you rank them? Cardinals was probably 6 out of 6 on that list.
Yeah, because Raiders, you at least get the first round draft pick,
And
and
you're
Well,
probably
you're
hopefully-
kind of handcuffed
and you're
a little bit
hopefully
by
getting
Kyler Murray's
Mendoza.
Yeah, unless you want to play Call of Duty. I mean, you might
Yeah.
jump that a little bit.
Oh, hold on, you got Jacoby Brissett.
yeah, or you just
True,
trade him
true.
like you do in Madden. Just get rid of him right away. Take over the franchise. Gone.
Who does that?
This guy.
I did the same thing to Tua.
I don't know.
Wonder why.
Anyway, so out of those teams, who's the next one to get their head coach solidified? Do you think out of those 6? Bills, Ravens, Raiders, Steelers, Browns, Cardinals.
I feel like the Steelers.
And do you feel
I
like
think
it's going to be Brian
Flores.
Flores? Yep. Damn it. I hate that.
Brian Flores would be such a good fit for them.
He should go to the Ravens or the
He
Steelers.
would.
That was my thought. Like where I'd want to see him be, just based on the teams and the structure and how they run things, would be the Steelers or the Ravens. I think would be excellent fits.
And the Ravens definitely be the cream of the crop of the two.
Is there anybody you see right now that you're
It's
hoping
been
and
pretty
wishing
quiet.
for?
Yeah.
Because they interviewed a lot of people like right away, and then it's been kind of crickets.
and they're still doing, or they're going through second interviews because
Are they going to interview Sean McDermott?
no,
Holtz?
they did. So they interviewed Joe Brady, the OC for Buffalo. What? Oh man,
Just me being me.
Chris Shula, like both the Rams offensive and defensive coordinators.
Would you like one of them to step up and take over HC? Or,
Yeah, who's the one you
Or
want?
do you want fresh blood? I mean, you've seen Harbaugh in here for
Let's get a
almost your
predicament out of
whole
you so we can make fun of you later
good
on.
chunk of your life.
Oh man, you guys are crazy. I don't want Nagy or Cliff
Mike
Kingsbury
McCarthy,
or Jim
Jason
Schwartz.
Garrett.
Magic Mike. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are the worst.
Hey,
No,
we're
there's-
just trying to help, man.
I don't know who I want because I want somebody that really hasn't made a name for themselves.
Would you
much
take a
yet.
Brian Flores?
I would take a Brian Flores. I would not say no to that. Maybe.
Who's a no? Who's a hard no?
Well, that's what we were just naming.
Oh, who are the hard
McCarthy.
nose?
Good chunk of it. He doesn't want Nagy there.
No Nagy.
Eberflus is available.
Yeah.
Nobody wants
Elite
him.
defensive play calling.
Just like some of the older head coaches that are out there, Schwartz, Nagy, Cliff
Just time for
Kingsbury
some
isn't
fresh
that
blood.
old, but I'm not interested in Cliff Kingsbury. Clint Kubiak could be interesting, and then what's funny about Kubiak was Kubiak being the OC for Seattle has been working with McDonald, and then all of a sudden he's now coming back to like some of the back and forth relationships between teams like that.
Yeah, I'm curious if they're slowing down because there's someone in the Final Four that they want, that
Right.
they really
That-
want, and
that
they're
was
kind
my-
of being patient right now. Is what it seems.
I'm
like.
hearing
That was my
Kubiak
thought
out
with
of your
everybody.
voices right now as your top winner.
I think that
him or Shula. I feel like.
yeah. I think I prefer.
Don?
I would prefer.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I would prefer Kubiak because he's still going to have that run first mentality, which is always been a Ravens mantra. Is like we're going to run the ball and we're going to play defense, and you're getting an offensive minded head coach, which I think will be beneficial for Lamar.
Well, okay. So while we're here, how do you feel about the Lamar rumors starting to circulate more and more?
What
Could the
rumors?
Ravens?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
starting
there's
them.
rumors going to Vegas.
You heard it here first.
Vegas.
Horses say.
Steelers have been out there. You know, how do you feel about that? The possibility of that. You know, could you?
Or the
would you
trade
be
with the
okay with
Giants.
some young quarterback coming in and still at least having the opportunity to hand off to Derrick Henry, still have a couple options in the passing game? Not many need help there, but you know,
Let's rip him down while he's down.
right.
The quarterback market is just so
Mac Jones like.
it's so tough because you don't.
Jones might
It
sign a
doesn't
contract
really.
like
It doesn't
Malik.
really feel that strong. Maybe you've got a couple of individuals that you could get like a mid-level contract for, like Malik Willis or Mac Jones or something like that, to see if they develop into something more. If what they've picked up from their previous destinations, but that's kind of like maybe taking one step back to try and go forward more steps. I don't know.
Never done that the dance.
Take one step back to maybe go back forward like 1.5.
Yeah, it almost feels
maybe.
like more than even one step to the analogy
Yeah.
because of what Lamar has meant to the team.
Right. So, because a team would have to be willing to give up a gang of draft picks or other assets.
Yeah, you're talking about an MVP. You're talking about a
Yeah.
big time impact player.
So, I don't know.
healthy.
I don't know if Tom Brady's willing to give up like 3 or 4 first round picks or a combination of like first and seconds for 3 years in
I
order
feel like
to.
they already know who they want. I feel like they were watching them last night.
No,
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, fair enough.
Davis
Just
was there
curious.
in the end zone.
Yeah, just staring at him. I'm like, dude, I'm uncomfortable watching you watch him. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
He already looked creepy.
He wakes up creepy. Well, that's it. That's all I had for news. You guys hear anything else that we have not discussed?
No, I'm ready.
No. Oh no! All right, sorry. Tripping out there.
Okay, Davis.
Well, thanks for being here, gentlemen. Justin was here, our Packer fan.
Appreciate it.
Of course. Jake, a Raven fan and co-host of
Thanks for-
the Gridiron Update.
Thanks for having me.
Update.
Of course. Roberto.
Thank you, Zorro, coach.
Oh, okay. Yep. Kev behind the,
Behind the new
does
desk?
everything. Does everything. Yeah, behind his new desk that we can see everything.
The hemness.
Yes. The IKEA whatevers. And I'm Smelty. Yep. That's gonna be it here for our Tent Talk episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or you listen to the banter. You know how ridiculous that must sound on Spotify. You don't know what's going on. Whoa! Anyway, whether it's YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio, and we'll see you in our next episode, which will be the conference championship preview and picks. And yes, I actually put the picks together this week.
Whoa.
They are available, and it's a lot closer race than you think. So tune in, and that's it.
This is for you, Erica.
Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, bye.
Don't forget to follow, like, and subscribe. Tune in next time for more Banter with the Boys.